Hey, I'm a freelance illustrator and animator, and this is how I got Rocket League to hire me for a $30,000 project based on a piece of fan art that I made 7 years ago. So first, let's back up. It's 2013 or 14. I've got a friend named Latham who's an incredible animator. He and I are playing a game called Rocket League, which if you don't know what Rocket League is, it's basically like soccer, but with rocket-powered cars. It's a pretty big game. It's got a huge following, big esports community. And to back up even more, Latham and I are friends for a couple years. We meet through a website called Dribble. He's an animator, I'm a designer. He reaches out and he's like, hey man, I like your work. Can I animate some of it? And we hit it off and we've worked together for years. We made this biker that was just a GIF that turned into like 6 or 7 different projects just because people liked it so much. So we're used to working together and we're playing this game and I'm thinking, man, it'd be really cool to do like a project for Rocket League. Back, especially 2013 or 14 when we were doing this, it was not unusual for us to be trying out personal work and seeing where it can yield new results. And I'm like, oh, I bet we could do that if we just made some fan art. Like, cause I'm thinking it's a big fish in a small pond. You know, if you searched Zelda fan art or Super Mario fan art, you're gonna get so many incredible results. But at the time, if you search Rocket League fan art, there might have been 20, 30 results. Like it wasn't a huge game for fan art. So I'm like, well, we get ahead of the curve. Hey Latham, what if we make like a personal piece and put it up online and maybe we'll get the attention of Psyonix. They'll hire us to work for a video for the game or something. And so I get to work, I start designing like a car, I send it over to him, make a little background, and we put together this cool little animation. It's like maybe 7 seconds. So we post it online and I'm like, this is easy, it's gonna kill. We wait the next morning and the results are like 200 views and like 20 likes or something like that. And you know, I'm devastated. I'm like, oh, how did this not blow up? I don't even think we tweeted it like at Rocket League or the developers. So results go kind of stale but whatever, no big deal, right? We're used to this. So now 7 years later, every once in a while I get an email from some kid on Twitch that's like, hey, can I use the artwork you made for my avatar? And I'm like, nah, it doesn't work that way. And they're like, well, you can't stop me. It's on the internet. It's free. One day, an email pops up. And it's like, hey, we saw your Rocket League animation. We really like it. Do you have any availability to, make something longer? And he is like, we're putting on this project called, RLCS, which is basically like the World Cup for Rocket League. And I get this big grin on my face. And I'm like, I told you, Latham, I told you the whole world it was going to work, which of course I had nothing but doubt after we posted it and it got 200 views. They want 30 seconds of animation. They also want, some merch, some t-shirts and stuff like that. And I'm like, man, they're gonna have $500 and that's what's gonna be the problem. We ask them the budget and it's tens of thousands of dollars. And it's pretty much exactly what we would need to be able to get a production of this size done, especially with the timeline. It goes swimmingly. We have a ton of fun. We got to push the design a little bit further. They were really comfortable with us really taking the reins on like this cool flatness. And yeah, the results are sick. I'll play them here. Obviously you can see there's more of it in my portfolio if you want to check it out and put a lot of process and stuff in the case study. So there's a lesson here. I talk to a lot of people that are just getting into freelance, people that are graduating from school, and they ask questions like, how do I get Rocket League to hire me? What do you do? As artists, we have very specific styles. We're not perfect for every different project. I think often as freelancers, we're very much in the dark and we don't know what's ahead. There might be an art director bookmarking your work right now based on something that you put out today, and they're waiting for the perfect project to come across their desk where they can hire you. I heard a quote a long time ago when I was first getting into design from a fantastic illustrator named Andy J. Miller. And he said, I'll butcher the quote, but basically he's saying, you have to plant seeds and you don't know when they're going to go to harvest. They might take a week, they might take a year, or in my case, they could take 7 years. But if you're not planting seeds, which in this case, the seed that I planted was making the piece of fan art, just know that when you're putting out all of these different seeds for people to find and see, they might get watered at different times and it might, this is such a, I think, believing in the process and planting those seeds early, it can't hurt your odds. So I'll be hoping for sunshine for you or for rain to pour, whatever you need. And in the meantime, thanks for watching and see you soon. If you made it this far in the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you got questions, thoughts at all, anything like that. It's a really great indicator for me to know how much you're enjoying the videos. I'm going to be making more. They do take quite a bit of time, so that sort of feedback is super helpful for me, and it's a great indicator to know that I need to keep making more of these. So thanks for your time, and see you in the next video. Later.